Konnichiwa minna, boku wa Jeremy desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Today is day 163. It is Thursday, June the 12th, 2014. Some would say the official last day of school for British Columbia for this year, I suppose, because the teachers have voted to go on a full strike because we didn't see that coming. Yeah, so it's in the government's hands now, from what I understand, which means that it probably is the last day of school. Because, I don't know, there's this labor board job action thing or something. I don't know. I don't think anybody really understands what's going on. But anyway, on to the topic of today's video. Yesterday I did, does this thing taste like shit? But today I'm going to talk about something else. A package came for me in the mail this morning, and I was really, really happy about it because in it was my Oregon Creme, Oregon Creme 11. I always used to think it was called Oregon Creme II, but it's Oregon Creme 11. It's kind of got a bit of a, what do you call it, glare on it. There we go, Oregon Creme 11. And now, there's a little bit of story that goes with this. There's a lady in town that used to sell this, and back in 2003 or 4, my brother and I used to go to our weekly flea market that we'd have at North Hills Mall, and I think it's since moved over to the Native Reserve and the that area, like the powwow grounds and stuff, on Sunday mornings. But we would set up, like, you'd have a parking stall, basically, size to set up your stuff, and you pay like $5 and you could sell stuff or whatever. But this lady would sell this stuff. And I used to have, and I still do, to some degree, suffer from this, I think it's called Rosacea or something. If you look, I don't like to point it out a lot, but I have red that kind of comes around here and down here and so on and so forth. And I've always had that, and it used to be really, really bad back in, late 90s, early 2000s, teenager to adult kind of transition sort of a thing. And this lady was selling this stuff, and she said, here, you need to try this. And as soon as I put some on my face, it just tingled, and it worked. You know, I mean, something like this with her ran for about $44 or something this size, but it honestly lasts like 3 to 6 months. Honestly, you need such a tiny little bit of it. And I've gone to doctors and stuff beforehand to get help and stuff with what was going on with my face, and it never worked. I'd get like these $99 tubes of shit that did nothing. But this, honest to God, actually worked. And so when I ran out of it late last year, I called her again to see if she was still selling it, and she's not. So I was kind of upset because I didn't know where to find it. So to the internet I went, and well, I found a place that had it, but I wasn't so sure I wanted to necessarily go through the shipping and all that kind of stuff. So I went up to Nature's Fair, which is a health food store here, and they're probably all over the place because I think it's kind of a big name. And I got this stuff. It's called Clear 60 Ultra Gel. That's what the girl suggested I get. Clear 60. Sorry, there's quite the glare on it. But so lately I've been using that, and it's just a clear thing that you put on your face. And it's got silver in it, I believe. All skin types allow the serum lightly over, or apply the serum lightly over questionable areas. Do not rub in, allow to dry naturally. So you may have seen when I would do a video, I'd look like I'm sweating along there. No, that was just the cream stuff. Now, for me personally, it kind of worked. It helped kind of keep it down a little bit, but not as well as the Oregon Creme stuff has, and I'm so glad to have it back. I'll show you what it looks like. Kaden says it looks like bog swamp. I don't know. I know it kind of has a nasty kind of army greenish color, but it smells really nice. It smells like mint of all. Yeah, it's minty, and I really, really like it. And honestly, like, there's a lot on the little cap there. So all you got to do is just take, honestly, like, tiny little dollop. I don't even know if you could see that. Just tiniest little dollop, and you just rub it on the affected areas, pretty much. So just like that, and maybe just a little bit more on my T-zone region, because I'm really bad, like in this area here, it gets really dry and red. But using this for like a couple of days really clears up my my rosacea problem, and I highly recommend it to other people to give it a try as well, because it's so much more affordable. Even with well, I don't know. I guess it came to about 57 something altogether when it came down to it. But still, that's better than a $99 little tiny cream thing that does shit. You know, that should be the subject of it, of a video that Bunny from Graveyard Girl tries, is, does this thing really work? This one does, in my opinion. But the little creams that you get like at the doctors and stuff for it don't necessarily do it. So I wanted to share that with you. Again, it is called Oregon Creme 11. You can look it up online. I forget the name of the store I got mine from, but you just type in Oregon Creme, C-R-E-M-E is how they spell it, and 11, and it'll pop up with different stores and stuff you can get it. And look for the cheapest one you can. Shipping, of course, I live in Canada. This comes from the States, so you've got that wonderful little border patrol thing that you have to deal with. Do you know it costs actually more to bring stuff over the States border to Canada than it does to bring stuff from Japan to Canada? I know. What the hell? It's ridiculous. But yeah. That's it for me today. Tomorrow is Friday, which means probably a music video, but we'll see. And I will... Oh, one other thing I wanted to show you. My brother was in Kelowna yesterday doing a rental, like the Bounce Castle part of the Fun Factor, and he went to HMV and picked this up for me. That was beautiful. And it is Cher Lloyd's new album, Sorry I'm Late, which I had downloaded already, because I'm one of those people. But I do download the albums, excuse me. Oh my goodness, excuse me. I apologize. I do download albums ahead of time to see if I'll like them, especially with, like, this is Cher Lloyd's second album. The first one was okay. It wasn't really my favorite. There were some songs on it that were great, aside from Swagger Jagger, which was really the worst possible first singles you could ever come out with, in my honest opinion. But this album is wonderful. I'm probably going to do a review on it. There's one song out of the 11 that I'm not that keen on, but the rest of them, I love every single one of them. So if you get a chance to check it out, however, there is an explicit lyric parental advisory on it, so check it out. Plus, she's smoking on the front of it. Cher Lloyd, what are you thinking of? Anyway, that's it for me for today. I will let you go. I will see you tomorrow. Jamat the name, now have a wonderful, wonderful evening.